Well, welcome back to YC. You probably listened to her viral TikTok favorite that's gone viral out there, but she is a Georgia girl that has gone crazy in Nashville, and she's coming here to Greenville to crash Eric Church's party next week. I'm talking about Hannah Dasher. Thank you so much for joining us here on YC.
Hey, DeMarcus, thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. So I love the story of how you got started in this. Everyone has a Nashville dream. Talk about how you ended up going from Georgia to Nashville and how you made it work. I mean, you're making some moves. A lot of people may know your viral TikTok.
Yeah, so a lot of folks don't know that I moved to town about 11 years ago, and I lived in an attic apartment on Belmont Boulevard, and I sold outboard motors and bass boats at Bass Pro Shops, and was fired for writing songs on the job eventually, but I signed a publishing deal about 6 months after that. And one of the songs I was working on at the time eventually got picked up by Brad Paisley. And then eventually I signed a major record deal. But I've been writing, and when I'm not writing and making Stand By Your Pan videos, I'm trying to play shows on the road. And so, yeah, I've got Reba McEntire coming up next month. I'm really excited to be doing some dates with her. And yeah, and then later I got a Kid Rock and Leonard Skinner event happening next year. That'll be fun.
Oh yeah, I mean, anytime you put Reba and Leonard Skinner, all these names in there, that must mean you're doing something right. I mean, do you know what the moment was that you knew that you could do this as a career? I mean, everyone has that dream of going to Nashville and making it work. What was the catalyst for you?
Oh heavens. I've never had another option. It's that or marry rich, and who the hell is going to put up with me, DeMarcus? So it's just, but I just had this seed. Well, I mean, I grew up watching Reba on the CMAs and listening to country radio. And then when I got into boys when I was a teenager, I got into their classic rock and roll, and it's just kind of morphed into me and my sound. And there's something really nostalgic about it, and very homey and 90s country-esque, but there's also something pretty raw and that you can't put your finger on. So, but yeah, I hope that this will be an acoustic show in Greenville and in Greensboro. So, but yeah, speaking of Skinner, my Lord, that's the last Greenville, South Carolina. That's the last.
Yeah.
The last
Absolutely.
show.
Absolutely. And Greenville has that. It goes down in the history books, that's for sure. So you're coming here, you're going to be at Eric Church, you're going to be out in the parking lot. You telling people to look for the big Ford F-350.
Yes, look for the F-350. Stay tuned to my Instagram and TikTok platforms for more details. It's at Hannah Dasher on Instagram and at Hannah Dasher on TikTok. Hannah Dasher was taken. But that's a nickname they've given me here in Nashville.
Yeah. So what can people expect from your shows? They're coming out to see Eric Church, and they were stopping by to see you. What can they expect from your show? You're a lot of fun to watch.
You're so kind. I appreciate that. Well, it's not for the faint of heart. I'll whittle away on a little guitar on some of my pretty new Fenders. I'm so thankful to have my Fender deal and my Fender family. And but yeah, I'll just do my best to entertain, and I'll take some photos, and I'll sign some autographs and pictures. And this is a free concert, so it's a free show, like literally. So I don't know what the weather's going to be like next week, but hopefully it won't be too cold to ward them off. Just bring some hot hands, and I'll give you a warm hug.
I love that.
But I'll usually perform about an hour to an hour and a half before showtime. Okay,
you're also going to be on doing Rachel Ray as well.
Yeah, I'll be on daytime television. That wild. Next month we're kicking around some ideas. Haven't decided what we're cooking yet, because a lot of people are trying to be skinny for January. They're very health conscious, but then people tune into my page for all the fattening Southern comfort food that I have to make and give away. Whew, heavens.
Yeah, and nothing wrong with that. Before we go, tell us about your new Christmas song and how we can go and check out all your music as it comes out.
Absolutely. I just paid homage to one of my rock and roll country queen heroes, Miss Brenda Lee. My dear girlfriend, Julia Cole, and she is managed by Garth's manager, and she streams very, very well. And she dates one of the doctors, even though I'm a big Braves fan. She and I don't see eye to eye there. But she and I just put out a Christmas duet, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, and it's out on all the main platforms now, Spotify, Amazon, Apple. And yes, so you guys can find me if you're into Tom Petty and the Stones and like Clint Black and Blackberry Smoke and things like that, Eric Church, Jamie Johnson, then you'll like my Pandora station. Yeah, but come see me when you can.
Absolutely. Hannah Dasher, you were so much fun to talk to. Definitely go follow her on all the social media platforms. December 17th, she'll be over at the Bon Secours Wellness Arena here in town, right outside of Eric Church. And Hannah, it would be so great to have you in town. Thank you so much for talking to me this morning. Merry Christmas to you and yours.
Honey, thank you. And in Greensboro the next night. Thank you so much. Bless you, honey. And we'll talk soon.
Yes, ma'am.